I've been with the unofficial mouthpiece of the West Coast. Had to say about this back and forth with this battle and this beef and whatnot, especially since Joey Badass jumped out trying to be a badass, and I think that kind of fell flat. But nonetheless, with Rayvon and all the rest of them West Coast boys saying what they gotta say, I just wanted to see what the temperature was out west. So we got a gift today, right? I'm getting ready to edit, shoot this out. What happens? We get an episode of The Bigger Picture. Now they've been delayed, right? Because of the whole West Coast fires and everything. I get priorities to priority, so you can't be out there filming no show, obviously, with everything burning around you. So I get it. But nonetheless, they dropped us a gem. I'm just gonna play the clip about this topic per se. If you want to watch the rest of the episode, you know what I'm saying? I'll link it in the description.
To Joey, do we want to go to?
We gotta talk about the Joey thing because I have been getting flamed. I'm tagged in every post.
Yeah.
Like,
same.
What's West Coast?
People are like, why are let's have it. Okay.
We gotta say before he get going, too much West Coast D-licking was a bar when Jay-Z said it, and it's a bar now. Like, I'm a West Coast fan, but to hear him say it, my initial thought was like, yo, he got the heart. I didn't think nobody had the heart to say it. But he said it. He damn sure said it.
Okay, so for the people who have wanted my response to the Joey Badass,
yes,
my camera at least says my camera. We had some shit going on out here. You know what I'm saying? That was my focus. Shout out to Rayvon and everybody that, you know, Curtis King and all of the things, but we had some shit going on that, you know, my attention was focused on. And so, hey, you know, hip hop got put down for a second. But now that we here.
Yeah.
Joey Badass.
New York City.
I respect Joey Badass for getting out there in the field.
Early. Week one.
Yeah, this is what week one of the
new year. You said, boom.
I respect anybody that's willing to throw their hat in the ring, but and I understand that this was a Jay-Z bar. I know we talked about it on my radio show, Effective Immediately, where people thought that I didn't know that it was Jay-Z bar. I know it's an ode to Jay-Z.
Yeah, 22 twos.
But Joey Badass is. This is why I say it to Ebro, right?
Quick name drop, really.
Joey Badass is smart. I don't look at hip hop as a blanketed thing. Hip hop is completely graded on a curve. I don't hold A-Rap from SOD Money Gang to the same esteem as I hold Joey Badass.
Because A-Rap's a crazy lyricist. He's like you hold him like A-Rap and then Joey type vibe. Or like closer. It's like kind of like A-Rap Joey. Okay.
It's gone left.
Okay.
It's gone left. I'm ready.
So
2025, everybody.
Because Joey Badass is a tactician, he is tactically moving and choosing his spots wisely, right?
Yes.
Whether it be the dances he does, whether it be the verbiage that he chooses to use in his raps. So with that,
I took all of that from that song when I watched that video, and I hate saying I even like that damn video, but the way it wasn't like overly amazing. It was just the way he did everything. It left you like, wow, homie really did that. And then he did the little dance and whatnot, and I was sick. This is crazy though. He packed a better punch out of that than Drake did the whole beef. That's saying something. My opinion, I'm just saying, for the whole beef, all them songs, including the ones that, you know what I'm saying, are unofficial, none of those had the I'm on you like Joey Badass in that diss track he made. Could just be me. I feel more type of way as a West Coast hip hop supporter about Joey Badass than I do about Drake. I don't got to a point with Drake. I feel sympathy.
tells me is like, oh, he wants to compete. Elliot Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to compete. All right, fuck it. Let's compete then.
Yeah.
Bet. Here comes everybody wanting to. Hey, this is what I said this is what I said when it happened. If you call enough numbers, somebody gonna pick up.
Yep.
Facts.
Niggas start picking the phone up. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody's not necessarily qualified to pick the phone up. But the person,
Ray Vaughn was.
but I think that
I question that though. If you somebody from the East Coast, right, and you feel like, hey, I'm about to make my mark. I'm about to carry this flag for the East Coast. Anybody won't smoke, they getting it from me. Do you got to be of a certain level to do that? I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because I'm seeing some cats with lesser status than they think they have, you know, be able to speak up and speak out about a lot of things. So I'm kind of iffy on that.
he was dialing a very specific number, and I don't think he gonna get that answer.
I think he was at dot. I don't think it was a West Coast.
I'm saying if you call this specific number, let's say he calling a 917 number.
Yeah. Which is what area code?
Do you think? You
look it up.
Jeremy, you ready for the season? You ready?
Oh, okay, that's New York. Sorry to the East Coast. I didn't know.
That's a what area code?
That's a New York City area
Okay, say
code.
he's dialing a 917 area code.
Yeah.
Certain people don't got that area code. You know what I'm saying? So certain people ain't gonna pick that phone up. He would have to dial a different number in order for
So
other
Kendrick
people.
doesn't have the same number back from 2013 with him and Joey.
Taking on what he's saying though, that's a good question. Is Joey badass of the ilk to be able to be one of them ones of like, you know what? I know I'm the type of motherfucker that can get Kendrick attention. You gonna pay attention to me if I do this. I don't think he is, because for one, maybe my head been in the sand, but I thought homie was an actor. Again, I tuned out on hip hop. Y'all was ass. Yo, a lot of y'all, like mass majority of y'all was ass. So I tuned y'all out, but I'm back. It begs the question, if he the only one that's willing to really get out there with that flag and really do it, and nobody else is willing to say, hey, I'm with you. What else is he kind of supposed to do? Or what else the East Coast supposed to do? I could think of a couple of cats I thought would have said something, but they don't seem to be really on it.
I had each other's numbers.
But here's the thing: Kendrick said he's the king of both coasts. He juggles them both. Maybe, and Baby Keem has two phones, his cousin, so maybe he learned that from Kendrick. Kendrick might have a 917 and a 323. He might have just ignored the call.
Do you really think that Joey thought he'd wake the bear, that Kendrick would respond?
No, he couldn't have thought that.
I was gonna say, right? Yeah.
He couldn't have thought that, but I do know.
But it's still an important statement to make.
I do understand that when you want to shake the table, you would shake the table, and he shook the table.
You go for it.
Is it as much of an assertion to you of
he get credit definitely for doing it?
I'm to Kendrick, and I feel like I'm as good as Kendrick, or more so an assertion that New York kind of not been at the apex anymore, right? New York hip hop, of him really trying to make the statement that I want to be this king of New York. Look at me as the guy on my side of town that's running things. How much of it you think is that, or is it more about a challenge to Kendrick and the landscape?
If I'm being honest, I think he got worried about, a lot of shit over there before he started.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It's some competition over there that's
A-Boogies and all that.
Them dudes ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Fab's still out here free
Fab is
YouTube.
Hey, Fab
got his YouTube popping.
If anybody, now here's the thing: if this was a fabulous freestyle, I think it would be taken differently
because he's more of a veteran.
Would it? I'm not anti-Fabulous. Like I used to listen to Fabulous. I didn't know that he had the cachet to have his. I didn't know his name rung out still like that. We talking. It's 2025. Fab been out for a minute. So I guess like I would take his bars seriously. That man can rap. Like he can rap. and he can do that one shit where you bring the pace back a little bit, and then you wrapping it back up.
I think Fab is looked at differently. That's why I said, like, again, I don't have no smoke for Joey Badass. I respect him as an artist,
and he's on Absol's album. We
fuck with Joey Badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no.
I think I heard some too where he said Jason Martin. I think it was on Jason Martin on Axe Stream where he said he had spoke to Joey before he put it out, and he was just saying like, yeah, it's
competition.
It's competition.
Pop your shit.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Ain't no wrong with a little competition.
You don't think people got offended by the homage to Jay-Z with that line?
Of course, people got offended. But
is that offensive to say that?
This is no different than what my big homie does. Shout out to G Malone. Glasses will put out a song that's called "Tupac Must Die," knowing that title of the record is going to garner this kind of visceral response.
Yeah.
Joey Badass is a smart individual.
Yes.
I don't take him to be a fool, a dumbass, none of that.
I'm from Brooklyn. I'm going to pay homage to this Jay-Z line.
But I know doing this is going to...
Really says on the song, so he literally says, I'm taking calculated risk too legit to quit. Then I think it's both. I think it's twofold. So I said my prediction for 2025, I was on a stream the last week of 2024.
You got predictions?
One of my predictions. And I'll pull it up. I said this.
It's a prediction?
It's a prediction. It's a prediction. I said this. Joey Badass in 2025 is going to put out songs
There he goes. Hyperbole act.
and albums to compete for the top spot, and he will be viewed in the lens of the...
I want to know how he about to make this prediction over Big X the Plug. I can't co-sign that. Like, I don't feel like you could just put down acting. I mean, because he was in what, Power, Raising Kanan. He can act. I fuck with him. It's kind of like the same thing they criticize Childish Gambino for, because everybody felt like, no, you're an actor. What you doing in this hip hop thing? Well, he was able to do both. If you go hold Childish to one set of rules, why is it a different set of rules for Joey Badass? Like, I don't get the correlation to why there's a difference there.
A-list rappers when it comes to lyricism, projects, like concepts.
So
I said Joey.
He called the TV film agents and fuck all that.
He said, I heard what Hex said. No, I'm just kidding. No, he didn't say
No,
it.
he didn't say
that. But what I think, no, he didn't say that. But what I do think is
he didn't like your due diligence?
He didn't like all the talk about who's the best rapper, who's the best MC. He already felt the way about Control. We got to go back a little bit. Joey heard Control, where Kendrick listed out his peers, and he was listing Cole, Drake, Meek, the whole gang. And what he said is, I'm not in this conversation. I just dropped 1999. I dropped an incredible mixtape. Jay-Z's giving me praise. Kendrick can't even put me as a peer. Joey put out a reply. Joey put out a Control reply where he seemed very offended
that he wasn't mentioned.
And not only that, he had similar things to say that like Lupe has said, and people where they're like, Kendrick is great, but he's the mainstream acceptable version of this. He's not the true lyricist. He's not as intelligent as you guys think he is. I'm the guy who can really rap. He has real bars in that Control response that make me think Joey thinks he's a better rapper than Kendrick. Now, I don't think that this song is him really trying to go at Kendrick and have a war. What I think this is him saying, and I love it because it's competition. He's saying, let's bring competitive spirit back to rap. Who's the best? I'll prove it. I'll rap. I'll really show you. Because you wouldn't put lyrics like, I got murals in my city, fucking nomination, if you weren't talking about Kendrick and whacked out murals. You wouldn't put lyrics like that Black Air Force energy coming out your speaker if you weren't referring to Watch the Party Die.
When I heard that line, that was the line that made me believe that he was like on some why are you top dog instead of me type shit. I originally at first was taking the whole record as a we got hip hop over here too. We do it. We do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't skip over the East. Like it was almost more of a don't lump us with him. He not when I say him, I mean Drake. He don't represent us. That's Canada. New York is East Coast. We over here. I got something to say. You can't skip over us. Type. I took it as that, like just representing where you're from. Until this, when I heard this, I didn't even keep playing the song. I went back, played it again. This is direct at Dot, and it's on come on, Black Force energy. Like that's aggression. Like, man, Dot can't wear the crown for 90 days, bro. Damn. Like, I feel the timing was questionable because he did it at the beginning of the year. Nobody saw this shit coming. I thought Dot was just gonna cruise his way on into the award season, into the Super Bowl, into another album to launch off the summer, and that was gonna be the year. But guess not.
And the Black Air Force is on there. You wouldn't say, I'm out your reach, your arm's too short to box the Elohim, if you weren't referring to Kendrick's height, which J. Cole also referenced. And Elohim, praise God. So the too much West Coast dick licking, I think, is to us and to the people saying like, yeah, you guys are praising the king. Our coast is coming back. But I do love that this brought competitiveness back to rap. I think he also wants to be considered. To me, Joey's not in their category yet because of age. Like, there's Kendrick, Cole, Drake, right? Joey's 30 years old. Like, Joey is competing, in my opinion, with Denzel, JID, Mick Jenkins, who had an incredible reply, I thought, too, coming out of Chicago and basically saying, like, yo, the ruler's back? Okay, let's compete. Let's compete for it. So I think you got to win this bracket before you can get to that bracket. And if you do, maybe Kendrick will.
Which is what I was saying about he got some shit to worry about over there before he... You know what I mean? Like,
I do like how Rayvon approached it. I thought Rayvon did a great job.
Hey, that is something to it though. Like the West, for as a lot as the West Coast is right now, you kind of got to say the polar opposite about the East Coast. I don't think many of us really know who. If you had to name somebody to be the East Coast representative for hip hop, who do you pick? I don't know. I don't even know where to start. And I live in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I live in the Midwest. I don't know where to start. I ain't even gonna hold you up. But that was, you know what I'm saying? That was the West Coast opinion on this whole back and forth. It's gonna keep going. I'm wondering about the timing of everything. Timing is everything. And with Dot having the Super Bowl, the awards coming up, I don't know if he even really has that type of focus to where he's going to pay attention to this. So is it going to really be more of randoms from the East and randoms from the West that go back and forth without any like real top dog figures participating? Cause that's really where I'm leaning right now. Like, we're not going to get no real like A-lister type big dog hip hop, like in hip hop type participants, you know what I'm saying? But shit, what's the next subject? Cause I mean, I'm not even ready. We could record a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I was waiting on this shit for like a week. Shit. Next topic, you know what I'm saying? Let's do one more topic. Shit, fuck it. So I got Rap Latte talking about academics and his inability to respect the man code that's been around since the beginning of fucking time. If you've been on the rock though, what happened was academics decided to, for whatever reason, be it true or false, I'm not judging either way. And I got a certain way of feeling about LeBron James as a Cleveland sports fan of everything, just everything Cleveland. I got a mixed bag of feelings when it comes to LeBron James. Nonetheless, I'll play it again and tell you what, because yeah.
Just fucking grossed out by what academics said about LeBron. And my question really, I'm gonna recap it real quick, but my question really is, did Drake tell him to say that? Or did he just say this on his own? You saw the clip? You saw what this crash out?
Before they get a response to that, I'm gonna give mine. In the beginning, I used to really think that Academic was just a servant. You know what I'm saying? He did whatever. Drake stuck his hand up that man's backside and went full puppet with him, and he just did whatever. I don't think that no more. I think he's more like, follow me with this, but I think Academic is a scorn lover. He got hurt feelings. Think about it. Any of us who's followed this hip hop thing with Academics and Drake and their symbiotic relationship or lack thereof, there was always this feeling like when you have a relationship where one person loves the other person way more than this person loves that motherfucker back. And it looked like a one-sided love affair. And I think Academics got to a point where he didn't had enough. He like, fuck it. Plus we all see the Drake ship is burning. So I think he's saluting. That ship done and over with. I'm gonna get my last pieces of silver out of this turd that I can, and that's what he did. He shot that bullshit out there. I don't know if it's true or false as far as that man, the allegations of what he may or may not have done behind his woman's back. I don't judge what another man do. That ain't my bag. But as a man, you're just not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
I saw the crash out.
I talked to enough whores in Canada. I talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two mans, okay? You've been cheating.
I've never heard of a two-man before. If you have, put that in the comments. Say where you from. So maybe that's like a cultural thing from a certain or specific region or country or whatever. But that's wild. I've never heard nobody refer to, I mean, I get what he's saying, but I've never heard nobody say, hey, let's do the two-mans types. And I'm a biker, so we do some cantankerous type things. I ain't never heard of that.
Cheating on your goddamn wife, Drake, used to facilitate the hoes, and basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga.
And you would think that LeBron's big enough to not need help getting a little bit of you LeBron James, even with that hairline, he should still be able to look. My hairline gone, and I ain't.
That's such a crazy
I'll
statement.
snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. Why do you keep saying sorry? You've been living a lie. So dramatic. And everybody's been thinking you're this perfect guy. But when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you come to certain places, I'm supplying you with the white women you love.
That's crazy. The white women you love. Maybe this is a bad thing to say, right? But let me just speaking to my own for a moment. We kind of know which one of our own, like, you know what I'm saying, playing with the buddies. You know what I'm saying? You feel it. You know, a nigga's or like, you know, I got a couple homies that they look. Yeah, you look like you mess with the. I smell the OJ. That's why the OJ, dog, it's cool, whatever. But LeBron James never gave off that vibe like he like fucking with. Yeah, if anything, he had more problems with him, especially after that one white lady, you know what I'm saying, came at him, you know, left as fuck. But
Goody doesn't like black chicks, white women. I'm the guy. It's
insane. Like, he said this out loud, and he's okay with having his presence, putting that information out in the world. Let me go forward to make this a deeper conversation, and then come back to this crash out and how dumb he is. To make this a deeper conversation.
to have that level of detail, I feel like that's a lie. Again, I feel like he's a scorn lover. I think he really trying to please two masters, real talk, himself and Drake at the same time. I'm sure that beef, all that back and forth or whatnot, it had to be amazing for him. You know what I'm saying? He had to make a killing. If the average, you know, regular streamers were making the money that was bantered about as being made, I know he made way more. So, and even with all the stuff that he's going through back and forth with Drake, because I really think he caught in his feelings. He looked hurt. You know what I'm saying? You still don't violate the man code. You don't speak on what no other man doing. Ever. I could be there. I don't know nothing. That's just the way it works. I'm big on understanding why I'm following a rule, because I don't like just following shit just to follow it. However, this is one of the ones I ain't asking no questions. I don't have to know why I gotta follow it. I just follow it, and that's what it is. He know this. Academics is not a dumb man. He built that little empire he got some kind of way, so he ain't dumb. But to be a blind follower of this man, the way he is, and to get treated the way he get treated is crazy, for one. And for two, to do the things that he does, the antics that he be going about partaking in, like saying the crazy shit he said about them people, and that fire in Cali. They losing lives. They ain't got no homes. Come on, man. Come on. So you gotta have some type of sympathy or couth or something to you, dog. That's real life struggle. And to play with it the way you did and say, what do you call California? A shithole? Cesspool or shithole or something like that? You ain't gotta like the place at all. But come on, you ever had that one family member that when you see them, you just know they gonna say the one thing you not supposed to say, and they gonna say that at the exact moment when you not supposed to fucking say it. That's academics. It's academics, man. But yeah, I just want to make sure everybody put on game on that one, because it seemed like, especially what last year was going with Cat Williams got everything kicked off, and then the beef happened. It seemed like the era of truth was like amongst us, and maybe it was going to be the launch pad for 2020. We in 2025 now. So I want to make sure motherfuckers see this shit. It's a sad way to go out, but fuck it. Next topic. What's good with everybody? This the part of the show where we gon' talk about the smoke. And today's smoke is Bahama Berry. This is gonna be our pre-roll of the day. I'm gonna let y'all get a look at it. I like the packaging. Yo, I am a fan. If you give me a pre-roll in a glass jar container, you hear that? I know I got some quality. I better have some quality here if it's in glass. I know you probably charge me for this thing. Today's pre-roll. I think this was in the $10 range. This is in the $10 bracket. So we $5 over what we already established was value for one pre-roll. It's $5. So at $10, we need to for sure feel like we got $5 extra worth of something. Taste, punch, whatever. That dry hit fruity. Oh yeah, let me show y'all. This is made by Peninsula. Let me see if I can get it to sharpen up some. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all. Y'all getting the channel growing slowly but surely. Y'all, while I do it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I make something that I like, the people that like the same type of shit I like will like this. So let's get to this one. Oh my God, it's strong. When I say instant nose burn, I mean instant nose burn. It's not citrusy or piney. Makes you I don't know, maybe it could just be me, but it makes me salivate a little bit. You feel it, like when you breathe it out of your nose, it leaves a nice little burn. A nice little burn in here. It's burning evenly. I don't know if you can see that, but all the way around, it's not like running on one side or the other. This is some cool smoke right here. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. I'm gonna talk on it for a couple minutes to see if it starts to hit or where it hits or whatnot. It's been about 4 minutes, give or take about 30 seconds. I know I'm dumping the ashes in the Rip It can, you know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna get us an ashtray yet. I still ain't want to go get us a tray yet. I promise you I'm going to go, and y'all gonna come with me. I just been dealing with a lot of shit, trying to get shit lined up between this channel. I got another channel, a gaming channel that I'm getting ready to launch, OTG Gaming. Biker season is literally right around the corner, so I gotta make sure baby girl is running and ready to go and show these motherfuckers what it is to fuck with me. So I've been a little delayed, but I'm on it. I promise you I'm on it. I can't place that taste. I can feel it in my body a little bit. It's not a heavy presence in the body, but you can feel it. That salivating type of whatever situation is gone for the most part. I am starting to lean more towards the dry mouth side, not to the point where it's annoying or anything like that, but enough to where I notice it. It does have like a, is that minty? Herbal, earthy, dirt type of smell. This is something. I think it's definitely strong enough to where they're good at salivating right after I cough. All right, whatever. But just going off the strength that I feel it has, you can, for one, definitely put at least two. You can put 2 people on this, and y'all both get a nice high. I like to always mention that because I've been in situations where you went to go smoke with somebody. The weed was subpar. Neither one of y'all got high. It was kind of a waste of time. One of these, if you put 2 people on it, cool. I think that's the ideal number. But then again, with me, I don't like sharing in like big groups like that without multiple things to smoke. But 2 real smokers can smoke this, or 3 people, 4 people who just token up, but they don't really smoke like that. They can fuck with this. The taste is not something I would brag about. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm at with it. As far as the enjoyability aspect when it comes to the taste, the high is there. It's in my forehead. Feel it on my shoulders. It's in a downward position. I mean, like, pause, but it's a push down onto the shoulders. Yeah. Normally, sometimes you gotta smoke something and smoke on it a little bit for you to make your mind up with the taste one way or another, and like, I don't feel like I'm gonna ease into the taste and it's gonna get better or some shit like that. I think this is gonna taste the way it's gonna taste, and for $10, I would wish I got a little better flavor out of this, to be honest, at 10. Cause at 10, I'm spending double what I could get. I could buy in the $5 bracket and get just as high, I think. So what am I getting for that extra $5? So 9 minutes in, am I high enough to where I can put it out and be done with it? Shit to do, yeah, and I'm still comfortably high enough already to where I can put this out and do what I got to do. If I'm just smoking and I ain't got nothing to do, I would probably just smoke a little bit more. But yeah, you should, unless you just being a stoner and just smoking out to smoke out, you should never really have to smoke this entire thing. And maybe that's what I'm getting for the extra $5. The pack is nice. Like, it's an even burn. Which, believe it or not, you don't get too often with pre-roll. A lot of these pre-rolls, 11 minutes. At 11 minutes. You definitely, the cottons is full on though. Like 11 minutes in, yeah, it's. Let's see what was the percentages on this. This is only 24.5. That's it. 24.5. That's crazy. Bahama Bear strain. It's from Peninsula Gardens. Bahama Berry, $10, Monroe, Michigan. Just in case you want to see the packaging again. Actually, it might be upside down. Yeah, that look better. I would say get it. I would say get it. Cause even with me, and I like to smoke. I like to smoke. I'm not gonna smoke all this in one sitting. I'm not about to do it now. But it's definitely a getter. It's definitely a getter. I'm gonna take a couple more tugs on it and we'll get the fuck on out of here. But I just want to see how high it get me. I usually want to give it at least a full 15 minutes. Hey, I might be. Yeah, that taste not getting better. I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. The taste not getting better. The taste is your thing. You're not gonna want this. Now, the taste is not terrible. It's just not my bag. I'm picky. I'm being clear. I'm picky. I'll take this to the homies and smoke it with them and be able to talk my shit like, yeah, this is what we were smoking on, and you can do that with this. For those that matter to, and sometimes that do matter to me, sometimes it don't. I'm bang. Is this infused? Is this infused? Let me double check. Yeah, I think this is infused. Or not. Maybe not. I don't see no. 1 gram. Their slogan is #keep it PG. Alright then, I'll put that in the tag on the video for y'all. Keep it PG. This is some cool shit. I would definitely say buy it. Check it out. 15 minutes in. Comfortably high enough with this much left. Hold on. Let me ash it so y'all can see it. See, that's what's left. I'm perfectly high enough to put this bitch out and be cool. And just in case you wouldn't really see, I put the tip where the fucking, what's the name is, so you can see really how much is left. I know I ain't supposed to have this lighter, but you know, gotta go to the store to go get the shit, man. All right, fuck it, y'all. Get off my ass about it. But go buy you one of these, smoke that bitch, and enjoy it. It did what it was supposed to do in 15 minutes, so why not? Spend the extra $5. Get it. The taste is whatever, but that punch is undeniable. That punch is undeniable. And for 20 whatever fucking percent, I'm 24.5. All right, that's 24.5. So that's what I got for y'all today. I think I got something else from them coming up soon, maybe. Or I might have a device coming up as a review too. One or the other. And a grinder. We're gonna review a grinder. All right, that's all we got though, because I ain't smoking